Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius August 27, 2022. The day can begin with some question marks in your mind, but as it progresses, you find it far more natural to concentrate and focus. Opening up conversations with people you share your day with can figure strongly, or communications and insight into health and wellness are significant. You're allowing room for others to be themselves without pressure to perform or measure up. Steady energy is working for you on both personal and professional levels. You're in an excellent position to connect with others in empowering ways today. Transits support communicating what you mean and two-way conversations that satisfy and inform. It's an excellent time for building bridges. Neptune is throwing shade all over your day yet again. As the planet of delusion and mystery, Neptune is ready to bring on the drama. Today, he will launch a full-scale war against Venus, the planet of love and beauty. This ensures that disappointing news around personal and romantic relationships could now come out or be at hand. In fact, you may be feeling so down in the dumps that you end up stirring the pot to exacerbate relationship difficulties. Don't be a Sasquatch, be a lover. Take some time to be alone and then revisit everything that's bothering you later. Do your professional commitments actually serve your career path? You might have a hard pill to swallow when Venus in Gemini squares Neptune retrograde in Pisces today. Ideally, everyone that you work with and every obligation that you take on should positively influence the progression of your career in at least one way. However, this is not always the case. Whether it is intentional or not, you may have some professional arrangements that are devaluing your career path. Figure out who and what is worth keeping around as you continue to progress. Some wonderful news concerning money and career matters could come your way today. Your natural kindness and sympathy with others has led you to make some good friends who are also valuable business contacts, and this is definitely paying off. Your aesthetic sense is at an all-time high, so this is a great day to start any creative projects that you may have in mind. Success is definitely coming your way. To put it mildly, you are somewhat overwhelmed with what is expected of you. There are frequent misunderstandings, especially with relatives and friends. To avoid making the tense situation worse, refrain from acting in the heat of the moment. You need a great deal of time and patience for talking things over to clear matters up. Hit the road, if you can. Even a short day trip will lift your spirits up high enough to see plenty of daylight. A longer trip that starts today will go smoothly. You come under intense scrutiny and react badly to criticism you might receive from people you care about most. Emotional outbursts lead you to say things you later regret. It is probably best if you try and remove yourself from any tense situation to a quiet place where you're able to reflect on how you feel. The planets were recently aligned in a way that created energy particularly focused on you, raising a lot of questions and resulting in many positive and varied actions. Even more than usual, you should now be feeling that you know the real nature of your personality. Now that you know you have such solid roots, you can build up your self-confidence. It's important that you take the time you need for your own creativity. If you spend the majority of your time tending to the needs of others, this day will really heighten this need. Use this energy to your advantage by engaging in the activities that feel best for you. When you take time for yourself, you replenish your spirit. Without this, you will quickly find that you haven't got much to give to anyone. Prevent this kind of burnout. Our eyes in the sky. As Mars continues its journey through the signs, your eye for detail is sharp. However, try not to get overly fixated on small imperfections. This energy is asking us to take a step back from our projects and look at things from a wider point of view. There is the potential to catch mistakes and learn from them today, but only if we choose to step outside of what we already know. Try not to be too rigid in your analytical thinking. Let creativity flow while still striving for excellence. This will be especially important as we move through the upcoming weeks and into the retrograde that begins at the end of October. This unpleasant aspect can make it difficult for you to praise your own work. Being overly critical of yourself is a very real possibility when this energy is present, so cut yourself some slack and take a time out if you begin to feel self-doubt. Luckily, this energy begins to abate in favor of more helpful aspects in the cosmos. A sense of clarity is likely to rush over you, and you'll begin to see new ways to harness your own power and create structures designed to help you succeed. If someone does permit us to assist them, we will make sure they don't forget it. Reminders of how giving and generous we are subtly imply that we are owed a debt of gratitude, which inevitably breeds resentment, making the other party wish they hadn't asked in the first place. We should monitor our actions closely today. Self-reflection is the only way to determine whether we are out of line or overstepping another's boundaries. After midnight, Mars enters Gemini, having spent over 6 weeks transiting Taurus. While Mars was in the sign of the Bull, pursuing our goals was a matter of persistence. We were content to dig in our heels, refusing to let go of causes that were worth the wait. Yet now that Mars dips its boot into the sign of the Twins, we are decidedly less focused and more non-committal. There are pros and cons to any planet-sign combination. Mars in Gemini is adept at strategy, able to visualize clever solutions and plans of attack. Passion and wit fuse seductively in this terrain. We aren't as shy to chase our conquests, because we aren't considering long-term repercussions so much as immediate gratification. By the same token, immediate embarrassments due to miscalculations also more easily roll off our backs. However, Mars in Gemini can also weaponize information and speech. While we might intend to avoid a war of brute force and physical aggression, a thoughtless word can still land a devastating blow. From now until March 25, 2023, we should be cautious of how we leverage language against others. We might regret hitting our chosen target after the fact. In the pre-dawn hours, the Cancer moon sextiles Venus in Leo, helping us to share what is on our minds. This is a celebratory influence that favors social gatherings and entertainment. However, many of us will still be asleep at this hour, and so this aspect may manifest in relaxing dreams. It would be wise to record any recollections immediately upon waking, as our reverie may not linger long after we've opened our eyes. Regardless, we'll bring our positive attitude with us into our morning. Our mood guarantees that events will flow in our favor.